A lot of times it can be convenient to have multiple calendars inside of Outlook, whether that would be a personal calendar for you and a business calendar, or maybe one calendar for you and one calendar for a group of supervisors that you're over. Maybe one calendar for you and one calendar for your boss if you're managing all of his time. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you how to create multiple calendars and then work with those different calendars. We're in calendar view right now, and you can see that for my calendars, I'm displaying the one calendar that I'm using right now. And I will go up here and click the little arrow down, and we'll actually go down to calendar. Now we're going to specify a name for it. I'll call this boss calendar. And we're specifying that it contains calendar items. We're going to put this underneath personal folders. Click OK. And then that shows up here underneath my calendars. Now, for the most part, it works just the same as your regular calendar. But the thing is, if you want to view the calendar, you just click right here to turn it on. And now you can see I've got two calendars. I've got my regular calendar and I've got the boss calendar. So I can go in here and I can schedule meetings for the boss, for example. And if I do this, let's just say meeting at warehouse. This might be one of those cases. Let's bump the time up here to 10 o'clock and see if we can get a notification. I'll click save. And notice this is popping up. Now this is not in my calendar. It's in my boss's calendar. Let's go ahead and dismiss it. But what that tells us here is that anything that is in this separate calendar that, like an appointment or something like that, it's going to affect us just like it would if it was in our own calendar. So we can keep our own stuff separate in a different folder, essentially is what it's in, and still have access to, whatever the contents is of the other calendar. Now, in a case like this is where maybe you've got somebody that they don't like to do their own scheduling. They don't know what they're supposed to do. But you could go in here, you're managing it for them, and then maybe you could print out this particular calendar for the day or for the week. Give it to them, and that way they know what they're supposed to be doing. Obviously, that would be a secretary's job to be able to manage all of that. Also, if you've got a whole team of people working on something and you want them, you're kind of managing the schedule of things, then you can go in there, create that, and then give that out, as needed. But pretty much everything inside of here, it works the same. The only thing is with this is that you're working with multiple calendars at once. Again, under my calendars, whichever ones are checked, those are the ones that are going to show up. So if I deselect that boss calendar, then it's not going to show up. Now, one thing about that, you don't actually have to have the calendar open in order to get those reminder notifications. So you can go into the calendar, schedule something, and then you can turn the calendar off and rest assured that you will get the notifications as the time comes up. Now, if you want to get rid of a calendar, we'll go ahead and click on it. That will turn it on and select it. We can right-click, go down to Delete Boss Calendar, or whatever you named yours. And yes, we are sure we want to delete it. And the calendar is gone. And that is it for the calendar.